Hello everyone and welcome to another review, and today we will be reviewing Siege Warfare Cybertron 35th Anniversary Sound Blaster. Let's take a look at the packaging. And here is the packaging for the 35th Anniversary Sound Blaster. He's exactly like, the boxing is exactly like the 35th Anniversary Cell Shaded Optimus Prime and Megatron. And if you keep looking on here, you see the product shots, 25 steps to transform, Decepticon logo, Autobot logo, and that is it. Well, actually, yep, this amazing artwork. Actually, I didn't notice that before. His one of the accessories can fit in his chest. I'm gonna have to figure this out. I haven't tried that yet. Look, I learned a new thing about the figure, and you can see the panel lining they have. And actually, if you look up right there, it's not coming up. There it is. Maybe some Decepticon ships heading off of Cybertron. So that's the box. Let's get into the figure. And here is Sound Blaster in all his red and black glory. I do not have the War for Cybertron regular version of this guy because he's one of the first waves and he's hard to find. But you can still find some Thundercrackers out there. I guess people don't want Thundercracker as much as they want Soundwave. But this is Sound Blaster. As you can see, he comes with his iconic shoulder-mounted gun and his little laser. Actually, his little laser rifle is the exact same as the G1 toy, or in the G1 show. You can see they take these two guys, and you can see they're modeled off the same one. Even look, you can see the strips being the exact same. With this one, there's a second function for the flying robot mode. You push this in, and it becomes like a turret and not his blaster. It's okay, but I do know they just announced a couple days ago for that Friday that we will be having a Netflix series Soundwave that actually turns in a cassette, which is kind of makes this guy look like garbage. So I don't know, but I do know he does still have these on that mode, so they're reusing that, and they're probably reusing a head, not the chest. They're reusing some of the legs. I know that. I don't know about the backpacks. We haven't any back shots of that. So let's get into accessories. And here are the accessories he comes with. He comes with this, I guess, kind of pistol type gun, but you can also open up to be longer. And they say that you should, like, I know there's something that you can do with this. Yeah, like put it in here, something like that. But I want to try something that I haven't seen yet. On the box, it showed this gun being inside of his chest. So I wonder. Oh, look at that. But it rattles. It doesn't look like there's any area I can hook it into. And of course, because he's Soundwave, he does come with his cassettes. But Hasbro fucks us again that we have to buy his cassettes. I have Laserbeak and Ravage here. There is Shatter or Rumble, and I forgot the other one. I'll put it up here. Ravage is his G1 black and silver, a little bit lighter silver actually. A little purple there with the Decepticons logos on his side of his shoulder. He can easily fit in Soundwave's chest. and it actually helps fill in that empty gap, so you just don't see that he is empty. And here is, where do you go? Here is Laserbeak, and you can see the molding. I know the new version of Soundwave comes with Laserbeak and Cyber, which this guy should have came with, but they didn't do that. I know they're using this, but they're just painting all these in bits to make it look like the G1 toy. And I'll show you the G1 Ravage. I have it right here. And you can see the compromise is a little bit bigger. Even the G1 Soundwave is bigger than this guy, but the G1 Soundwave was bigger than, I think, Megatron and a lot of the guys. I don't know why he was so big. And yeah, he can also fit in Soundwave's chest, but because he's not Soundwave, he's Sound Blaster, he can fit 2 cassettes in his chest easily, and that's why he has such big chest when you turn him to the side. In the regular version, he does not have that. You can only fit 1 cassette in his chest. And that is it for accessories. Let's go in the posability. Again, look like I made a mistake. Not posability. His articularity, or his posing. You get a full 360 out of the arms. You get a, looks like a bicep circle. You get a double jointed joint at his elbow. You get no hand swivel, and also this hand is molded to be like he is sending out his cassettes. You go down his leg, you do get a waist swivel in these flaps to come up for a nice leg. His leg can go that far, and his leg can go really back that far. So there's a lot. He's very, very posable. Like he has a knee swivel or thigh swivel. He has some ankle tilt and a bend at his knee, and a swivel. Not swivel, it's a ball joint. You can look up that far and down that far. And that is it. Yes, you can see that fingers out, and just they molded it that way. And light piping. This guy has great light piping. Even if how small the light piping port is, he has such a big visor, or his eyes are so big, you can clearly see it, and it works very well with my lighting. Almost anywhere I pose him, it looks really good here. It's very different from the Seekers because they have such small eyes. The light piping, you really need to get the light hitting it directly for it to work. So that's it for the posing. No, for the articularity. Posing's. Let's go into posing now. I'm sorry. And posing, you can get a variety of poses out of this guy. The ankle tilt is not that good, but it gets the job done for such a small guy like him. You can clearly see you can get him into almost a split, and yeah, you can get him into a variety of poses. He can do the one leg thing, and because he's very sturdy, because he has these blocky feet, so a lot of the poses that he gets into, he can stay almost very easily because he has so much ground on his feet, or space on his feet. So yes, now that was it. Let's get into transformation for this guy.
All these years, my research, my studies, it's time I put them to work. years, my research, my studies. It's time I put them to work.
And here is Sound Blaster's vehicle mode. It's the exact same vehicle mode as Soundwave, but just with a bigger butt. And I've been thinking about what's this for. I honestly think he might just be a bomber, because you can press this and this falls out. So maybe he's a bomber, because this is in the back and maybe you fly over and you can see all the details comes out from the robot mode, from the side, the red, the black, and the yellow. I did have trouble a lot with these arm pieces. It's just connecting these are weird, and I don't know why this is even here, except from, I don't know, extra guns or like landing gear maybe, but I have no idea. Maybe it's landing gear, I don't know, but they look like guns, and this might be landing gear. I really kind of don't like it. It makes his arms thicker than they need to be. I've been thinking about cutting them off or taking them off, because it really doesn't add anything, because the arms connect from there. Even if you cut these off, the arms connect right there, and I think it would be just a slicker design, but that's just me. And you can see the little so-called cockpit is red, and I think the instructions have you put this somewhere, or like put it on here, but I don't want to. That's just stupid, so I just throw it in a box somewhere. And not that much. I'll show you G1 Soundwave, Shockwave. No, I'm sorry, Soundwave. To compare the two. And here is G1 Soundwave, and I don't know what they were doing. I'm so glad the Netflix series is gonna make him a cassette. I think it's gonna be the first time he's an actually 90s or 80s cassette tape instead of like a boombox or something like that. He's an actual cassette tape, and you can see where they took some inspiration with the legs, like transformation. Untransform him, you can see where they took some inspiration from the legs. But I don't really know. This is kind of cool, but it's just a basic ship. There is a fan mode that fans have made, that you can get him to kind of look like a cassette, which I will show you right now. And here is the kind of fan mode cassette. I guess he's in the shape of a cassette, but come on, this is not a cassette. This is just the robot mode, somewhat transformed. I had this guy for a while, displayed like this, and yeah, I guess so, but no. It just looks bad. You can't even, if you ask someone what this was supposed to be, I don't think they would say a cassette player. So, let's take my final look at the review. So my final review, I just have to say a big issue with this guy. These really love to come off. I don't know if they play test this, but these just pop off very easily during the transformation, and they're really hard to get back on. If you want these off, I guess, for just a cleaner, give them a cleaner back, but I don't know. I kind of like them having these on, but to each their own. My final thoughts on this figure, I really like him, but that back is a problem. I have spent like 10 minutes or 5 minutes putting that back into place. It is a real big thing. It should have been a pin if they didn't play test this. I don't know how they did not see that as a huge problem. And yeah, if you want this guy, get him. Actually, you can probably get him in the store now. I know some Walmarts still have him in Megatron. I don't see Optimus as much, but I do see him a lot because he's a repaint, and because that War for Cybertron regular version of Soundwave was really good. So yeah, you can probably get him on Mercury for like $20 if you wait a little bit. But that's all. If you guys care, my upload schedule is going to be every 3 days I will upload a new video. But today, I'm going to be uploading a video. If you're listening this day I upload, I will be uploading 2 videos today. This video and a Majin Buu review of a Dragon Ball Z fighter. Because it's not Transformers, and I don't really want to stop I don't want to stop my schedule to do Transformers, because after this review and the Majin Buu review, 3 days later, I will be putting out the Shockwave review. So yeah, that's it. And Bubble Boy. And oh yeah, this is how he looks with his other friends.
Now this is really a nicer sound.
Fucking drug shit. Yeah. Do the drug. Yeah. Yo. Straight from the depths of Queens. Leave you sleeping on the mezzanine. Like you Lincoln, and switch it to a desert scene. Often heard, but this motherfucker seldom seen. I'm throwing blows while you waiting for the bell to ring. Drug smoking, razors make the pasta sweet. Slumped over when the barrel in your posture meet. Stay lean like some motherfucking ostrich meat. You full of shit, it's time to get a colonoscopy. Scissor kicks, dick suck from Miss Elizabeth. Lex Luger arms, 4 in the morning in the dark with the computer on.